Our first guest created a dating game show and a comedy show all rolled into one. We welcome back to AM Northwest the host of Love Isn't Blind, comedian Allison Goldberg. Good to have you with us. It's so great to see. Okay, so I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Okay, so last time you were in Portland,
Yeah.
and you did the dating game show
Yeah.
at Helium. How did it go?
It was so fun. I mean, Portland is just, this is actually going to be my 4th show in Portland.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and Portland has just been a blast. Like, I get it. I get why people love Portland.
Yeah.
And I already have success stories, which is
So
wild.
tell me,
Yeah.
like, what happened?
Well, the best success story is that the first Portland bachelorette met a guy in the audience that night, and that was in a September show, so they're going to be dating for almost a year. They've met each other's parents, they've gone on vacation together, they send me cute photos.
Yeah.
And I joke that my on-stage success rate is questionable, but a lot of people are meeting in the audience.
Yeah.
Like contestants meet audience members, and she's been so amazing. She's now organized the after party at High Dive around the corner, so everyone's going to go around the corner.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah, so I'm also I just got an email yesterday about another success story that I had no idea about, audience members saying, we met at your show last time, we're coming back wearing red wristbands because singles get green and couples get red.
Okay, explain how the whole show works.
Yeah, so everyone who enters gets a wristband. So we have green if you're single, red if you're taken, yellow if you're confused, situationship, all that. We have poly purple.
Situationship.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Poly purple.
Yeah, we have
okay.
poly purple,
I
which
guess
is big
this
in Portland. Yeah, it's
okay.
Portland. We have bisexual blue. We have pride wristbands. So yeah, I want everyone to be able to mingle. And then green wristbands. Yeah, those are the single people. Red wristbands. You get a prize if you successfully introduce singles after the show.
Oh.
And the prize, I don't know if I can say it on air, but it is decriminalized in Portland. So yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so you have, let's
And
say
then
it's
I
the
got-
guys. You guys aren't allowed to speak, right?
So, I have
there
4
are
men on stage.
Okay.
The men can't speak because men should be seen but not heard.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then how many women do you have? Is usually 1 or 2 women?
So I have one bachelorette.
One bachelorette.
And then she gets to bring her bestie up with her.
Okay, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
And what kind of questions do you ask them and that they're not able to speak?
Yeah. Well,
That you can say
Yeah,
on-
that I can say
They
on
can
air.
say on
Yeah,
air.
like the questions are. So I ask questions, and then audience members can leave questions in a hat before the show. So I also pull questions
okay.
from the audience, and they love to alternate between something real and relationship oriented, like, do you know your attachment style? Are you in therapy? And then the very next question will be like something that I can't say on air.
Right.
Yeah.
I just think
Yeah.
this is such a great idea. I have mentioned to people, it used to be that I could ask somebody, where did you meet your wife?
Yeah.
And it would be some really interesting story, but now it's all on an app.
Yeah.
But I find this story much more interesting.
I hope
and like
so.
you get to know the person a little bit more.
Low bar, yeah.
It's not a low bar. It's a great it's a
well,
great
I mean, like
idea.
the apps are a low bar.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But it's been very interesting to sort of be part of an accidental wider trend because
Right.
through doing this show, I've started meeting all these other amazing creators who are making their own weird dating events.
Yeah.
And so I've been meeting a lot of them actually in different cities. So it's cool that there's kind of this renaissance of people acknowledging that like the apps are not a good way. I mean, I think the apps are basically slot machines. Like you play, you're addicted, and every now and then someone wins the lottery, but they're not designed to get people to actually meet each other. They're designed for you to stay hooked and swipe until you have carpal tunnel and your eyes are bleeding. Like, so.
Yeah. And
yeah.
also, I don't think you really get to know people until you actually meet them in person.
Yeah,
And you do things like you call their moms
Yeah,
to
I
find
call
out
their
certain.
moms.
Oh, I love that part of it.
Yeah, me
Did you have an
too.
interesting call your mom kind of moment?
Oh my gosh, every single one is wild. And the other thing that's fun is I've done this show in different cities around the country. I've probably done the show, I don't know, 100 times. So I've spoken to 400 moms, and no story is the same. Every single story is different.
And they're all
is
very
so
proud
fun.
of their sons, though, aren't they?
Some of them aren't, and you really
Yeah.
got to watch out for, like, I tell the bachelorette, I'm like, listen to what their moms say. If their mom throws them under the bus, you got to be careful.
Oh,
Like,
that's
yeah,
right,
yeah,
because
yeah.
I think I saw a mom who was in the audience and was giving warnings about her son, which I thought, well,
Probably,
wow,
yeah.
wow, that's something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we had a mom in the audience a few nights ago in San Francisco. She was wild. She loves to prank her son. She was so excited to be there, and then he won, actually. So that was
my
fun too.
gosh.
But they tell all kinds of stories. I mean, there was one mom who told about her son's obsession with raw milk and how he would like bike to this place, and this whole like weird illegal story. Another mom talked about her hiking Mount Fuji with her son. Like they really run the gamut.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Well,
and then
the fact that they allow you to call their mom says something about them, because you vet them, right? You know these guys.
Yeah, like I created the show from a sort of jaded place about men, but the men who opt in to do the show, like there's a bit of a self-selectiveness. Like the guys who do the show tend to be like really good guys who are just like up for shenanigans. They're interesting. They're not afraid to get on stage and do this weird stuff. They're here for the feminist bit.
I was gonna say they all
so
seem to respect
be
women.
Really good guys. Yeah. So it's actually made me. I joke it's actually made me much more positive about men. Well, my friends make fun of me that now I'm like a men's rights activist, which is not true, but like, it's made me more positive about men for sure.
What kind of things do women have on their list of this is what I want to hear and that you say they need to get rid of?
Height.
Yeah.
Yeah. Women are obsessed with height and they need to get over themselves. You can buy a step stool, you cannot buy compassion. Get over it. It's crazy though. I'll talk to these women who are like, I'm looking for something really serious, and then they'll be like, he has to be 6 feet tall, and I'm like, how tall are you? And they're like 5'2", and I'm like, he could be 5'6", and he's still 4 inches taller than you. And then they're like, what about my heels? And I'm like, are you a drag queen? Like, are you wearing 6-inch heels? Like, what's happening here? It's wild. Yeah.
And you want to make this a community thing, so that's why you keep coming back to Portland. You're coming back in October.
Yes, I am.
Right, and you're looking for men who are game to be on the show.
And bachelorettes. Yeah, I'm always looking for fun, interesting singles to apply. I like people who are passionate about what they do. I like people who are sort of active in their communities. But it's really fun for me to go back to these cities and get to know these cities. And even though I'm not local, I do want them to feel really local. And people also, it's cheesy, but people talk about like meeting a lot of new friends there. And for me, that's also a success story.
Okay, let's go back to the last time you were in Portland. You had some successes. Like people are together.
Yeah. Again, mostly from the audience because my onstage success rate is questionable. But yeah, I have. Okay, so actually, specifically,
I think you should claim the matches in the audience.
I'm claiming them. I'm claiming them right now. But so. Actually, if you have a ticket, you're going to get an email from Helium later today that says, if you're single and ready to mingle, email Allie a fun fact about yourself.
Okay.
And you can also email one about your fun single friend. So when the Bachelorette is deciding whom to eliminate, because it's an elimination style game show, when she's deciding whom to eliminate, I do crowd work with the fun facts. And so I call out people in the audience like, so-and-so, you said that you can do a handstand, come on up, you know what I mean? And so people are really meeting that way as well, because then it gives them an opener at the after party to be like, oh, nice handstand.
Yeah.
So that's where a lot of success stories are coming.
Yeah.
Is people meeting each other, because for me, it's all about like, how do you create the playground where everyone else can then play, you know?
Yeah.
So that's one of the elements that then allows people to have openers. And I also say on stage, I'm like, if these contestants can do these shenanigans, you can say hi to someone after the show. It's not that hard.
You can open.
So it's
How
like
did
creating
you
the environment.
end up doing this? Because weren't you in theater as a kid? Like you've always been in theater, right?
Yeah. I've always been in theater, and then that's like a very long-winded story, but I was disillusioned with theater and like the roles available to women and things like that. And I started creating my own work a long time ago. And so I've been creating my own shows for years. So actually, the show I created, I joke that this is my post-pandemic baby. Before the pandemic, I was working on a show called How to Break Up by Text. And the spoiler was like, don't do this. But I would perform and analyze audience members' text breakups live. And then I sold that to Audible. So there's an Audible original now where celebrities perform your breakup texts and an expert joins and we break down your breakup. And I executive produced and hosted, and that's How to Break Up by Text on Audible.
Yeah.
So I've been creating shows for a long time.
You've grabbed people's phones, haven't you, and just gone through, which I think, oh, that's pretty trusting that he gave you the phone.
Well, I will say, like, consent matters for boys too. And so I tell the guys behind the scenes, I'm like, look, I'm going to search your phone. My goal is not actually to throw anyone under the bus. There's a lot of things that go into it behind the scenes. Yeah, so I'm like, look, if there's something that like is really off limits, like I had a guy recently tell me like that his notes app is basically his therapy notes.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm not going to go in your notes app. So
That
they
makes
are
sense.
allowed to give me some bumpers, some guardrails.
Okay.
You know.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
You're dating someone.
I am.
So that's great. Congratulations there.
Thanks. Yeah. I mean, I'm also a big advocate of like, if you're single, that's great too.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You love to hike, right?
I love to climb.
Climb. You love to rock climb.
Yeah, I love to hike to a climb.
Okay.
Yeah.
And look at this. This is incredible. But do you get a chance to do any rock climbing when you're here in Portland? Because I know there are a couple of rock gyms.
I want to. I mean, that's something like Right now, I'm still in the stage of like growing the audience in Portland, and
Sure,
so I
so you're
come and
working
it's like
hard at
work. But definitely, like the more I come back to the city, the more I get to then explore it. And yeah, I want to be rock climbing all the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Okay, we want to tell everyone you're at Helium on Wednesday for the
Yes.
show, and also if you're interested in applying for the October show, you can do that too. So we'll put a link to your website so people know how to apply and all that. Have fun on Wednesday.
Thank you
That'll be
so
great.
much.
All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest.